we are starting to see some images here on the ground of the mall. It looks like graffiti inside. It looks like several people running around inside the mall. How does the department, how do officers even start to tackle something like this to try to get this under control safely?
That's a great question. That's going to take a concerted effort on all of our parts to work together in concert to disperse that crowd. How do we do that? Honestly, I don't know how do we begin doing that without being on the ground and seeing what you're seeing. But at this point, as crass as it sounds, we are dealing with property crimes, and we're not going to put our officers or other citizens at risk for getting injured to save some property. So that's our first intention. If what we're dealing with is mostly property damage and property crimes, we can always follow up with the offenders later on. The first steps that we need to take is to protect life first, property second.
Can you what? This is a Saturday night in Scottsdale. I mean, when you have a situation like this, I mean, we had the situation in Phoenix. I don't know, what kind of manpower are we talking about that you can have to respond to something like this?
Yeah, again, with only a few hours' notice, I don't know what plans are made to get additional resources into the area. I know we've reached out to other departments and other agencies for assistance, so you may see some of those resources down there assisting as well.
We're seeing video of they're running through the mall right now, Bryan, and they're using something that looks like a metal object, trying to break into cases in one of those center court kiosks with cell phone cases or whatever. Does the police department, do you guys go through the security footage with something like this? Somebody actually has a shopping bag that they're walking through with. Do you go through the video and try to identify these people after the fact and maybe arrest them, press charges?
Yeah, absolutely. Our investigators will absolutely follow up after the fact, do what we can to identify individuals responsible for committing crimes and make arrests.